What is up, y'all? Y'all's favorite YouTuber, Harrison May, is back with my next installment of Survivor 50 S50 H May podcast, episode 5. As y'all can see, I've got Sela, the orange team, and this video is being filmed on a Thursday, so a day after the premiere of episode 5. So, I stick to my rules. I have specifically made sure I'm not able to see any spoilers about what's going on in the season, so that doesn't affect my predictions, obviously. So, let's just talk about the boot last episode. I mean, he's not on here, but Mike White was booted, and this is the first episode I watched in one go because I was in a boathouse, and low-key I just wanted to watch Survivor and eat some chips and salsa at midnight. So that's what I did. So Mike White got booted because of him saying to Christian, mentioning a past occurrence in 37, David vs. Goliath, where Christian's number one ally, Gabby, backstabbed him and tried to vote him out. So that's why Christian led the vote against Mike. And obviously, if you ask me, not a great move from Christian. I know Mike is obviously this huge physical threat with a six-pack, and he's great socially and strategically, but I mean, this vote I would have definitely, I know Emily was also someone who's wanting to work with. It's like, I feel like this vote, if I remember correctly, because it's been a few days, I feel like he should have pushed for Stephanie, but if you want to work with her, you should vote out Emily, because Emily's causing chaos. So, I mean, you do you, man. But, yeah, let's talk about Sela. And really, this team, honestly, if I remember correctly, has the least going on. Seems like it still seems to be taking off right now. It seems, I forgot to mention, this is my new winner pick, but button, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, the same storyline of Charlie not being okay with what Rizzo said that night, where Rizzo's like, I didn't vote for my number one Alex, I vote based on game. Charlie, obviously Mr. Bitter at Marie not voting for him in his season because she didn't vote biasly. He's obviously like, Rizzo, you gotta go, man, which is understandable. But it's like, really, these 5 are vibing up here, especially Jeff. No, I'm kidding. All these 3 up here, and Camilla and Jonathan, are just fighting. And it really seems that these 2 are going to go after each other. Or at least Charlie's them after Rizzo. Rizzo, though, has the idol. And that could play a big factor into this. And Rizzo is notoriously known. I mean, obviously this is like 2 months ago. But he's been known to hold on to his idol for a while. But the players don't know that. So, I could see him going all in, holding on to the idol the entire game, like he did last time. But I could also see him playing it if one of these strategically great-minded people, sorry Jonathan, I didn't point at you. You know, you're Superman. But one of these people could pick him up as a number if Rizzo tells them, or maybe they see Rizzo as a number, and they keep Rizzo, or let him know, like, hey, if you got an idol, bro, play it. I just don't think Rizzo's going to go home with an idol in his pocket. He's not the type of player to do that. So, my thing is, I know Genevieve had good thinking there, but I still think he's going to go home with it in his pocket. Everyone up here, they could go after each other at any moment, but I feel right now is a little early for that. But I could be wrong. I was really wrong. I never would have thought Mike was going home last episode. So, what I'm deciding to do is, Camilla, having a ton from her. Too much from her. Charlie, Rizzo, that is the 3 I think could go home. But honestly, I'm going off gameplay. Honestly, I feel like Charlie is going to outplay himself here. And Cerie's going to realize Charlie's smart. Charlie needs to go. Charlie is my next boot prediction. And call me bold if you want. But that's just how I feel. I feel Charlie is going to get either... they're going to choose Rizzo over him due to someone picking them up as a free agent. Or, Charlie's just going to outplay himself. So that is my prediction for episode 5, Sela Tribe. Alright, next tribe, the Kalo tribe. And this might be, like, I don't know how to describe this. Like, normally teams who win a lot of challenges, I have a napkin in my hand. Normally teams that win a lot of challenges in the early days of the game seem to get a lot less edited. Like, Survivor Pullout, for instance, the Oolong tribe got, I remember, at least 75-80% of the content in the pre-merge, because, I mean, they lost 8 immunity challenges in a row, 7 or 8 board challenges in a row, or something crazy. It was something insane. So, obviously, their dynamics were a lot more interesting than the Core tribe. So, I totally understand the misbalance of the edit there. So, with this tribe, obviously, they haven't gone to a council yet. And I feel as if that there are 2 people really going after each other's horn right now. That is Aubrey and that is Genevieve. These other 5, I feel like Coach, Colby, and Joe have been kind of essentially the chill guys. Like they're all big beefy dudes. They're all excited to play the game together. Obviously, Coach and Colby have played together, if I haven't said already. Then Chrissy has been a little bit on the bottom, unaware of what's going on, until Coach, I think it was this episode, lays a bombshell on her that, that was episode 3, that he lays a bombshell on her that she was going to go home if things stayed the same. So, honestly, I feel as if, also Tiffany, who was kind of not there, but she's kind of fading in the background a little bit. She is Aubrey's best friend. They're like this. They're peanut butter and jelly, some might say. So, Genevieve's been going around the team telling everyone, let's vote off Aubrey. She's a big threat. Let's take her out. And I feel that these people are all probably good for now. Aubrey and Genevieve, one of them's got to go. Obviously, Aubrey's got the idol, but I'm not going to give her too much power on that because she went home with the idol last time where she literally was telling people, let's have a dialogue with each other, which is like, it's like you should know your surroundings. Genevieve has been playing this entire time. Respect. It's Survivor 50. It's also like she's overplaying her hand just a little bit. So, with that being said, I feel as if I had to pick a target, I feel these 2 work together. I feel someone's gonna let Tiffany know, hey, let's take out Aubrey. Let's make this a unison decision. But I can also see Genevieve and the 3 guys and Chrissy. All 5 of them is voting off, splitting the votes between these 2. So it's really hard to predict. I feel Tiffany is probably good. It's gonna be one of those 2 going home. But honestly, if I had to pick right now, I feel as if Genevieve's gonna be playing way too hard for her own good. She's gone. And it's not a coincidence. Not coincidence. It is a coincidence that the person on the end is my target. So y'all know that. Okay? And we have our final tribe. Batu. I might start using this like a pointer like the schools and the public education system. Anyways, y'all, this has been #Disaster Tribe. I mean, look at it. There was 7 people 2 episodes ago, now there's only 5. And it's probably because they voted off their 2 strongest people, Q and Six-Pack Mike. No, I'm kidding. Or am I? No, really, this team has been really fun to watch because, as I predicted last episode, I thought Stephanie or Angelina's gone. And honestly, again, not a bad prediction. Angelina's name, again, in the crossfire, whatever we want to say. But what I didn't predict is that Emily Flippin would be getting as much heat as she did. That she got a vote, a tribal. Wait, no, sorry. Angelina got a vote. Emily got 2 votes. 2. That's insane. How Emily and Angelina, I thought like a new connection was brewing. But Emily 2 minutes later, like, yeah, I was photo of Angelina. And Angelina's like, I gotta do what I gotta do. Which is crazy. But the star of the show this episode was Christian. as he seems to be everyone's number one except Ozzy. And I'm kind of confused. I know it's still early in the game. You need Ozzy. He's keeping y'all competitive in these challenges. But it's like, if all these people think they're number one, wouldn't it be best if you had everyone as your number one? But I do understand Christian's move this episode to take out Mike, because Mike is a threat. And, he's a guy you can't let him sleep away to the end, sneak his way there. Because Mike is so dang lovable. But it's also like, this is a move you make 4 or 5 rounds down the game. Maybe. And that's still, a little bit early for it. So, it's a crazy move from Christian, but I understand it, honestly. I respect it. So, here's my thinking with this tribe now. I'm inclined to think they'll probably do a team swap soon, unless they want to run with these 5. But, if they want to keep these tribe, they want to keep the Disaster Tribe going, I'm down for it. This team's been so fun to watch. I'm down for it. And if I look at the episode before, Angelina and Emily were in the crosshairs. They both survived. But Angelina has been in the crosshairs every single vote. And if I look where the lines stand now, Emily and Ozzy, this. Stephanie and Christian seem to be like this. Angelina seems to be like this with no one now because her number one, Mike, is gone. And, y'all, I could see the tides with these two flipping on Emily, but Ozzy ain't flipping. He's not the type of dude to do it to Emily flipping. So, I think Christian's going to stick loyal to Emily. I feel it's going to be between these two next episode. As we were set the episode before in episode 4, I do think Angelina will finally be sent packing with no bags of rice this season. And I totally forgot, y'all, that I forgot to do my winner pick. So, let's do that. As you can tell, I have changed the scenery. Winner pick, because low-key I forgot to predict my winner. So, with the new ship, the nice ship with the American flag for nationalism, I have my 5 players I think could win the game. Now, it's still early in the game, and I picked some people because I genuinely thought they would win, and some people because I could roll on, get really lucky. So, let's talk about it. Chrissy, I feel, is a player who started off the game very edgy, very rough, but that's how she started her original season, obviously she gets back on her feet by episode 2, but, she starts off rough. She was one of the main people actually about to go home episode 1. And I think that Chrissy could sneak under the radar this season and be seen as a number, and then everyone, this is the type of cast that will reward that. Be like, nice, like, you got us. You snaked us out. Nice. This is Colby. You may have heard of him before. Colby Donaldson. He's just been given a very consistent part of the show so far. He's been my winner pick since episode 1. And he's been doing great so far, so I put him on here. Camilla has been someone who's also been pretty under the radar. Even more so than Chrissy. I feel one of these two could slip into the final 3. As all these other players make big moves or whatever to take each other out, these two could slip and be like, I didn't have to do any of that because I'm awesome. Then we've got the 2 rivals, Ozzy and Coach. And Ozzy has obviously played this season really well. It's been so surprising because we're used to him being out there and fishing and winning challenges. That's all he does. But no, this season he's been smart. He's been aligned with Emily. He's been aligned with all these big players and Christian. And he's been able to glide through the game very smoothly. It's like this episode 1, whatever. And Coach, obviously he's Coach still. But everyone seems to adore him. Like, he simply just learned social skills. And now that everyone's seen him play 3 or 4 times, everyone knows what he's what he's all about. So, he's become a lot more predictable. And I guess people like that about him. So, any of these people could win. It's funny, 4 of them are all on the same team, on the blue team. Wait. Is that true? No. Camilla's on the orange team. But most of the people are from the blue team, because I feel pretty good about that team. But it would not be for right. Even though Chrissy's been giving him a run for his money, I gotta stick with my boy Colby as my winner pick, because I would love the reward of seeing him go all the way and win. And that's it for today, y'all. Enjoy the rest of y'all's week, and thank y'all so much for tuning in for this installment of A Peak Podcast. Peace.